Hello everyone, hi, I'm Kate from Foremost Fitness and today we're going to do a Pilates workout with some weights. So before we start, just a quick chat about feeling your connections and you're doing your Pilates breath. So we're going to start off a little bit about finding your core connection and feeling that wrapping round feeling. So when we work with the weights, we're going to be putting like a different stress on the body. So it's really important that as you're breathing and moving, you're finding that wrapping round connection and being aware that as you move the weights away from the body, you're creating more force through the body. So we need to have that extra bit of zipping in. So we're going to go through that now, okay? So grab your weights, and weight-wise, you can have cans of veg or food or whatever. I've got, these are 1 kilo, they're not that heavy, and I would advise you to stick with a kind of a low-ish weight. I wouldn't go more than 1 or 2 kilos, otherwise it gets a bit much. So let's go on up and come up to standing for me, everybody. And let's just start with a little bit of breathing and some gentle shoulder rolls. So just first of all, just letting the breath flow through the body and allowing the breath to move the body. So lovely big breaths in and out, really flowing that breath in through the nose and out through pursed lips. And then we're going to roll the shoulders the other way and just getting that feeling of moving and flowing and allowing the breath to move. Just starting off with some really simple circles here. As you breathe in, I want you to reach tall through the arms but press down through the feet. As you exhale, you're finding that sit bone, hip bone and rib cage wrapping as the arms come round. So actually I'm just going to ditch one weight and show you. What I want you to do is, as you go, you're going to move both arms, lift up for me, and here we're just keeping the rib cage connected, so bringing that awareness. As you exhale round, I want you to feel a slight connection in the armpits. We're going to wrap those abs in around you and feel this wrapping between the hip bones, between the ribs and a little bit of pelvic floor. So let's just, as we're doing like a dead simple arm circle, getting that feeling, one more this way, breathing in and reaching up, and we just want to bring that awareness to the rib cage, and as you exhale, gently circling around, connecting into those sit bones, hip bones and bottom ribs. We're just going to reverse those circles. So inhaling out lovely and wide here. Great work. And then exhaling, bringing it down. Really nice. I'm going to go inhale wide, and again we're going to think about that rib cage connection, and as you exhale, getting that wrapping in between the sit bones, hip bones and bottom ribs. We're just going to do 2 more here. Big breath in, go wide. Energy down through the feet, tall through the ears, and as you exhale, we're getting that lovely wrapping round feeling. Last one. Breathing in, reaching up and just getting that feeling of stretching through the ears, but planting and grounding down through the feet, so you've got that connection through the abdominals as you come down. Great. Okay, so I'm just going to actually, meant to take this off before I started and I forgot. It is a warm day here in Liverpool. Don't know what it's like where you guys are, but it is nice and warm here. So let's go into the next little bit. So we're just going to warm up the legs and warm up the rest of the body. So let's just take the legs a little bit wider. I'm just going to have you do a gentle swing. Just gently moving through the spine, allowing the weights to swing around you, but just gently. And for here, we're just breathing and flowing and letting the breath move. And you're not necessarily timing the breath with moving the arms around. We're just letting the breath flow, letting the body move, and I want you to again bring that awareness to your abdominals, and as we're rotating, just get that gentle wrapping feeling in around the rib cage, between the hip bones, feeling tall through the ears and getting that open posture through your collarbones. We're just going to do, here's your last one, and then just gently release that. Now let's keep our legs here, and we're just going to go for some nice wide squats. So first of all, we're just going to add a little biceps curl, coming into your squat and then bringing it up. So I'm going to go sideways so you can see. What I want you to do with your squats, we're going to take those sit bones back and we're just bringing that knee so it's lined up with the midfoot. So if the knee comes towards the toes and you start to hinge forward, you're going to get a little bit of pain in your knee and your forefoot there. So we're just going to keep those sit bones right back and come up. So let's carry on. Let's just do a couple more here. So breathing in to go down and exhale, power through and come up. That's nice. Big breath in And then gently lifting through and up. Last one, inhale. Well, it's not the last one, we're gonna add a little bit more. On our next one, we're gonna add a little bit of a side leg kick. So inhale down. As we come up, a little bit of a side kick. Same side, 4 more. Up we go, 4. Just getting a little bit of balance work in before we start with a little bit more. 3. Lovely big breaths in and out. For 2, and as you lift that leg up, I want you to really feel that wrapping round sensation. Last one. Keep going, we're going to do the other side. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, lovely big breaths for me. And again, getting that feeling of flowing the breath, but finding your wrapping connection. And we just got 1 more. And up. Beautiful. All right, let's warm up the feet just a little bit more here. So go ahead and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. We're just going to do some heel rolls up. So when we do our heel rolls, I want you to get that feeling of using a lot more of your body than just your feet. Little biceps curl. Bring the legs together, and at this point, if you know you're a bit wobbly, putting a cushion between the lower legs, or even, well, I would keep it between the lower legs, to be honest, it helps better, and that will just help you balance a little bit more. So hi people who are joining now, grab your weights, grab your mats, and let's go for it. So we're doing some toe rolls, open the collarbones, ready to go. Little biceps curls again. Exhaling up for 6, and 5, 4. Now we're going to do a little triceps kick back this time. For 3, take the arms back, just challenge your balance. And 2, and 1. It's just holding the arms up in front of you. Just going to roll through, just gently moving through those feet. So I'm keeping my toes down and I'm just moving through that foot there. Lovely. Really good. And then just release that off. So a tiny bit more shoulder work here, just to warm up those shoulders, because we're going to be working quite a lot with the arms, because we're going to be holding the weights pretty much all the way through here. So let's just take a little chest stretch. Exhale, reach it forwards. Inhale, open it up. We're going to bring it back, the arms are shoulder distance, and then just bring it back down again. So if I turn sideways, you'll see this from a different angle. So we're going to go exhale forwards. We're going to inhale, take the arms right down to the sides there, but not too far back, so you don't want to overstretch the chest. We want to keep this ribcage connection. Bring them forwards and down. Let's do 2 more. So we're going to reach with your exhale. Inhale, go wide, maintain your ribcage connection. Exhale, bring it forwards again, and inhale back. Last one for me, everybody. Exhale, reach forwards. Inhale, go nice and wide, but not too far. Take it forwards again, and then drop it down. So we're going to do a little bit more shoulders here. Now I'm going to kneel down for this one so you can see it a little bit better. But you guys can stand up or you can sit doing this, whatever feels good for you. So what I want you to do is just hold the weights in front of you. And I've got my elbows sort of 90 degrees-ish here. Just lower. And then we're going to take a nice big exhale and reach up. Now I'm going to inhale, bring the arms together. Now the palms are facing me. Exhale, bring them down in front of me, and I'm going to open them up again. So this is a real shoulder workout. We're going to lift up, roll it in, bring it down, open it up. Remember to breathe. Let's add a little bit of breath. Exhale, reach, inhale in, exhale down, inhale open. Just 1 more here. Reach it up, bring it in, bring it down, open it up. Now we're going to reverse. So we're going to bring it in. Exhale, take those arms up. Inhale, we open, and exhale, bring them down. So bring it in for me here. Exhale up, open it wide, and then just gently bring those arms down. Let's do that 2 more times. Bring it in. Exhale up, open, and bring it down. Keep that breath flowing. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, open, exhale down, and give those arms a little shake. Good job. So you guys should still be standing up. I just knelt down so you could see that a little bit easier. Hello everybody who's joining too. And here's our next little bit. So we're going to go for like a little combo move. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to go through it slowly to start with, and then we're going to speed it up a tiny bit, but not too much, because it's more about balance. So today is about balance and control and finding your connections. So first of all, we start nice and easy. Feet about hip distance apart here. Go ahead and with an exhale, we're going to flex the elbows and just lift the leg. Inhale down. Try the other side. Inhale down. Now we're going to add a little side lunge. So exhale, little side lunge. Come on in, let's try the other side. Little side lunge. Come on in. Now we're going to do a curtsy lunge. So the leg goes back behind you and we just do a little knee bend here. It's not too big. And bring it back. Let's try the other side, little curtsy lunge. Bring it in, bring it back. Now if you're feeling really brave, you can take those movements a lot bigger. Make sure that you've got mats and you're not going to go slipping all over the place. So we're going to just speed that up a tiny little bit. So it's a knee lift first. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Lunging. Ready? Exhale, lunge. Inhale, up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, up. We're going to do those curtsies. Curtsy. Up. Nice big exhale. Gorgeous. Lift the legs. Let's lunge it. Curtsy. One more set. Lift the knee. 1. Exhale out. 2. Let's lunge it. Ready? Lunging. And bring it in. Ready for your curtsies, little curtsy, bring it back. Now you can take these a lot bigger if you want to, it makes it a bit more wobbly. Well done everybody. Okay, so we're going to do some real nice big balancing stuff now. Going to give you a little bit of a challenge here. This one is a bit wobbly, so just go with it. You don't need to lift the arms or legs too high. So if you're feeling wobbly, just do a small reach or go as far as you want to. So everybody take a big breath in for me. As you exhale, I'd like you to reach the arms forwards and reach the leg back. Now, if this is where you want to go today, that's cool. If you want to challenge yourself, a bit wobbly, we can come into a big long line and then come back. All right, so we're going to do that on the same side and add a little bit more. So same leg, big breath in. Go ahead and take a lovely big exhale. Zip those ribs in, sit bones, hip bones, bottom ribs really pulling together. Now hang out here. And if you're still a bit further up, that's fine. Let's do a knee bend. Inhale, exhale, push it up. Bring it back. Lovely. So we're going to do a little bit more to that one. So we exhale, big exhale. Do you know what? Just keep that breath flowing. Take it to where you want to, big or little. And I'm going to bend the knee. Big breath in here. Bring it up. And now what I want you to do is take it into a star and then bring it back. Okay. So I'm going to do it this way, so you can see the star in the end. We're going to go switch to the other leg for me. So we're on the other leg now. First of all, we're just doing our balance. So go ahead and just doing a balance. And if that's all you want to do today, that's perfectly fine. If you want to go a little bit longer, let's take that leg out behind you. And then come back up. Good job. So now we're going to add the knee bend. Big breath in. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, we add the knee bend, coming down, bring it up, and carefully take it back. One last little bit. Exhale to come forwards for me. Leg goes back. Tighten into your bottom, push firmly into that foot. Inhale to bend your knee. Exhale to come up, and then we're going to come into a big star, reach it wide, and bring it down. Well done. Okay, I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Grab water if you need to. And the next thing is a little lunge balance series, another one but slightly differently. So again, you can do small range of motion. So my first one, we're going to do a little range of motion, not too big. So starting at one end of your mat, we're just going to take a step forwards and a little bit of a biceps curl. So it doesn't need to be too big a step. Then what I want you to do is just try and stretch those arms out to the side. Big exhale for me. I'm just going to float that back leg up. Doesn't need to go high. Here's your balance. Then we're going to bring those arms in, step back, and step back to our start position. Try that on your other side. So switch legs. Going to step forward, little step. Take the arms out. Here's your exhale. So really exhaling, wrap those ribs in around you. It's just a little leg lift. It doesn't need to go far. Reach the ears and the sit bones away. Leg comes back, and we return to our start position. Now for those of you who want to push that a little bit more, we're going to go into a lunge and more of a long line balance. For those of you who want to stick with the little one, please stick to the little ones. We're going to do a few of these. Here we go. So we lunge or step. Come up, full balance. Inhale, take that back into a lunge, and big exhale to push back. So remember, just step in, keep it small if you want to. Change legs, step forward, inhaling here. We're going to exhale, come up into your balance. Reach it back down and bring it in. Switch legs again. Ready, big breath in. Let's go, exhale, reach. Wrap those ribs in around you, lengthening through the spine. We're going to bring it back in, lunging. Take it up. One more. Here we go. Lunge, inhale. As we exhale, we're going to take it into that lovely big balance. And then bring it back down and take it back. Good, so those are fun to try. A little bit of challenge, gets you moving. All right, now hold on to your weights. I'm going to do a couple of roll downs, so we should all be a little bit warmer now. For those of you who don't like rolling, you can just do a little scoop and a little knee bend, and then join us on the mat in a minute. So big breath in. I want to nod the chin. Everybody bend your knees. Allow the head and shoulders to dangle like a rag doll. And as we're rolling down, just keep hold of the weights if you want to. I want you to really zip these abs in. Give the head a little shake. Move it around. Big breaths in and out. So we're going to breathe in to stay here. One more. We're going to roll back up. Push firmly into your feet. Activating those deep abdominals, the thighs, the bum. And we're using the core muscles to roll us up. Add a little shoulder roll. Big breath in. Feels good. So we're going to do that again. Breathing in to prepare. As you exhale, a little nod of the chin. I want to really feel these abdominals pull in. We're going to allow the knees to kink because we don't want to put too much strain on that lower back. So a little kink in those knees. Keep rolling down. It's a big long exhale. If you run out of breath, take another breath. That's fine. Hang out here and we're going to shake it round. Shake, shake, shake. Big breaths. Maybe take it to one side. Maybe take it to the other side. See how you feel. Big breath in again, and now we're going to push into the feet with an exhale. Get that really big connection for me, zipping those abs in, activating the glutes, using your abdominals to push you up, stacking the spine right up to the ceiling. Okay, this time we roll down to the mat. We're going to stay on the mat with breath in. Exhale, start to nod the chin. I want you to bend your knees. Draw the abs backwards, so we're gently tucking that tailbone under, scooping and rolling through the spine. We're just going to walk the weights forwards and come down onto hands and knees here. And just because I like it, we're going to do a cat stretch. So just put the weights forwards in front of you. We're just going to have a cheeky little cat stretch here, just to mobilise that spine a little bit more. So if you've got sore wrists, remember you can roll your mat up, or you can do this absolutely on your forearms. So we're going to come up, lovely big breath in, wide and deep. Go ahead and tuck that tail under, lifting the abs in. We're going to roll through the spine, let the head drop down. Stay in this position and breathe wide into your back. As you blow the air out, we're going to start to lift the tailbone. It's a long out breath, ripple, 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 bone by bone. Lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, head, lift the breastbone forwards, melt the shoulders down. We're going to just do one more here. Big breath in. Exhaling, ripple through, zip the abs in, roll the pubic bone up to your chest and really melt those ribs in and up together. Let the head dangle. Stay here and breathe. And then using that blowing out breath, you want to get that feeling of going bone by bone through the spine, rippling from your tail gently towards the head last, widening your collarbones, activating your armpits and feeling the shoulders melt back. Good, take a stretch. Release it off and have a breathe. Nice. Okay, so we're just going to go straight into a little bit of side rotations here. So for this one, you only need one of your weights. And if you have a pillow handy, put it under your head, or you can just use a folded arm. So we're going to have knees at 90 degrees. Bring yourself down. I want you to get that feeling of being really long through your spine. Lift the rib cage in a little bit, and we've got this connection. Hips are stacked, knees and toes together. Here we go. Breathing in. Lift that top arm up. As you exhale, rotate the body. We're just going to keep a little bit more connection in that armpit than we normally do because you're holding the weight. Open up the chest. Now, if it's available to you, you can let the arm go all the way to the floor, but that is a bit challenging to bring it up if you've got a heavier weight. Stay here to breathe in Use your exhale, and we're really finding that connection to come back. Now, if you found that a little bit much, do a bit less, or the other alternative here is to go over with a bent arm and really just open up the chest, keep the weight lifted, and then it's a lot easier because the weight's closer to the body. Let's do that a couple more times. You're going to inhale, lift up, or keep your arm bent. Exhale, rotate the body, look at the ceiling and open the chest. We're going to stay here, breathe wide. Use your exhale to connect. Use those abdominal connections and bring yourself back slowly, carefully. One more. Breathing in, this is a lovely stretch with the weight. Exhale as you open up, open the chest, only take it to where you feel you can go. Stay there to breathe in. And we're going to bring it all the way back. Let's go straight onto the other side. Just whip it round, grab your pillow, or just turn over. You can just listen, you don't have to watch, you can listen. And we're going to reach again the ears away from the sit bones and the sit bones away from the ears, creating this long line through the spine. Our hips are stacked, knees and ankles together. Big breath in to lift that top arm. As you blow the air out, we're going to rotate the spine and open up the chest. One side might feel a little bit tighter. Be nice to yourself. Big breath in and exhale back. So if you're feeling a little bit tighter on one side, go ahead and just bend that elbow. Breathing in, start to move. Exhaling, over you go. Support your body with your abdominals. Stay there, take the breath wide into the rib cage. And go ahead and bring it all the way back. Inhaling up. Exhaling over, rotate the body, open the chest. Enjoy the stretch. Hang out here because we're going to be using those arms. Big breath in. And let's bring it back, and we're going to do that one more time. We need this stretch because we are using our arms today. Big breath in. Open it up. Lovely big stretch here. Connect your abs. Now breathing wide into the rib cage. And use your blowing out breath to connect those abdominal muscles and come back over. Lovely. All right, now, just going to work into a little bit of stuff onto your tummy now. So I want you to lie down on your front, and we need both weights. For this, if you have a sore lower back, I would advise getting a pad or a pillow under the hips just to lift the hips and support the pelvis. And if, again, with this one, sometimes it can feel a bit tricky with the weights, so you can just ditch them, okay? But we're going to start with the arms at 90 degrees. And I've got my hands on top of my weights, and my legs are lengthened away from me, and they're parallel and lined up with my sit bones and my bottom, so they're not too wide. Again, if you're feeling a little bit of stress in that lower back, you can go ahead and take those legs wider, that's fine. We're going to find those abdominal muscles. So just for a moment, I want you to put your head down. I'm going to stay lifted so you can hear me speak. Head down and find your tummy. Think about those abs. Bring your awareness to your abdominal muscles. Take a big breath in, wide and deep. And as you blow the air out, I want you to feel the tummy muscles melt in gently away from the mat. Imagine an ice cube under your belly button. We're going to stay here and keep that connection as you breathe in. And as you exhale, you're going to release it. Good, so your head's still down. I'm just up because I'm talking to you. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, again, melting those deep abdominals in towards you. And you're going to keep that connection. We're going to open the shoulders and keep that openness across the front of the collarbones. And then with your next exhale, gently release that off. Okay, using your tummy connection, remember, just because we're doing back work, we need to work that tummy even more. Here we go. So from our heads down position, I want you to find that abdominal connection. Imagine the ice cube under the belly button. We're just going to do an opposite arm, opposite leg lift. So go ahead, and as you lift one arm, we're going to float it up with an exhale. We're going to float the leg up. It's just a small range of motion. You're really going to feel like it's working with the weights. Use your exhale to support your abs as you go onto the other side. Big exhale, other side. So we're alternating from side to side. And again, exhaling to lift, and we're getting that long feeling from the ears to the toes. I want you to really focus on wrapping those ribs around you as you work with your breath. Just going to do the breath, exaggerating now. Big exhales. Big inhales. Big exhales. Big inhales. One more each side, just a gentle lift and lower. And again, just a gentle lift and lower. You can stay here. We're going to take the arms forwards in front of you. This is more challenging. So for those of you that were feeling that was a little bit tight today and your back didn't want to do any more than that, please stay with your elbows bent. Otherwise, go ahead and stretch the arms out right in front of you, and we've still got those weights. Now, your arms don't need to be 100% straight. It's okay to have a little kink in the elbow so we can find this connection into the armpit and into the shoulder. So head is down, tummy is in, and we're doing our opposite arm, opposite leg lift. Up we go again for 6, and back. 5, 4, 3, keeping those hips stable, so you want to really avoid rocking around from side to side. Use your core connection to keep you in the right place, and that was our last one. Okay, from here we're going to bring the arms just gently back by your sides again. So we're going to focus on a little bit more work with the arms. We're going to take them out right in front, out to the sides like a T-bar. So if I just come up, I'm like this on the mat now. So I've got my arms really wide. And I'm holding on to those weights. So we're going to inhale, start to roll the shoulders, and I'm lifting my breastbone up and into a little bit of extension here. As you exhale, abs zip in like crazy. We're just going to hover the weights off the floor. It's quite challenging. Lower them down on your inhale, lower the head. So we're going to roll the shoulders back on your inhale here. Exhale to hover the weights up just a little bit. Inhale, lower them right back down again. Release the head. Now, if you want to challenge, I'm going to keep those weights up a little bit longer. So we inhale to roll the shoulders, exhale to hover the weights, inhale to keep them lifted if you can, and exhale, everything goes back down to the mat at the same time. Inhale to roll the shoulders. Exhale, we float the weights up, keep them lifted, hold it there, breathing in, and lower it back down. I'm going to take those arms down by your sides now, and now my palms are facing in towards my body, so this way, and I'm holding my weight in my palm of my hand. And we're going to do the same breath pattern and the same movement, but the arms are by your sides. So we inhale to roll the shoulders. We get a little bit of extension, not too much. Exhale, zip the abs in tight. So sit bones, bottom ribs wrapping around you, floating up. Inhale to lower the weights. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale to roll the shoulders, float the breastbone up. Hovering the weights up, we're going to get that deep abdominal connection. Lowering the weights down, and then lowering the rest of the body. So challenging if you want to a little bit more. We roll the shoulders, lift the breastbone as you inhale. Exhale, zip the abs in. We're going to float those weights up. Inhale, keep the weights lifted now. And exhale, everything goes back down to the mat. So we're going to roll the shoulders. Exhale, lift the weights up. Hold it here. We're going to stay here. This is your challenge if you can. If you're struggling, put the hands back on the mat, but see if you can stay lifted a little bit. We're going to add some leg work. So go ahead and exhale, really shrink into your glutes. We're going to float one leg just a little bit up off the floor. Bring it back down with your inhale. Exhale, go ahead, really working tight into the bottom, float the thigh, and bring it back up. So the whole leg's working. As you're exhaling, we're reaching the ears in one direction and the toes in the other direction. And you're pulling those abs in like crazy, and your arms are probably going to start to get a little bit tired right about now. Okay, and we've got one more here, exhaling now. For those of you that want to really challenge yourselves, we're staying here and we're going straight into swimming. For those of you that have had enough, take a breather, take a break, breathing in and breathing out, keeping that swimming going. We're going to do 50 counts, breathing in and breathing out. And those arms are feeling tired now, keep it going. Breathing in and breathing out for 5. 2 more sets. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more in and out. Inhale, reach, and exhale down. Ooh, well done. Okay, let's take a stretch. Hands back to the shoulders. Tuck that tailbone under, and we should really feel that through the mid-back. If you are starting to feel that in your lower back, it means you've forgotten your tummy, or you'd come up a little bit too high in your hover. So just remember, if you could try this one again later on or tomorrow, you need to really connect into your abs, and you should never feel upper back working your lower back. You could always put a pad or pillow under your tummy to help you. Okay, here we go. We're just going to do a little bit of a kneeling row here. So again, just working a little bit more into those middle upper back muscles. So what I want you to do is hold on to the weights. I'm going to do a little exhale, hinge the butt back, and come up. So I'm going to show you from the side. So we're just going to do a little exhale, stick that butt out, hinge it back, and come up. So I'm really zipping my abs in again, and I'm taking those elbows really wide. So we're going to do 6 more. Ready for 6, and lift. 5, and up. 4, bring it up tall, really pushing into your thighs, tighten your bottom. 3, and right tuck, getting that bottom connected. Last 2. Reach tall through your ears, 1 more. And bringing it up. Good. All right, so we're going to bring ourselves down onto the mat. We're going to do a little bit of chest opening work. So again, at any point if this is feeling too much, just put the weights down, and it feels really nice without the weights as well, but the weights make it a little bit more oomph, if you like. So rolling down onto the mat. And before we start, let's have a little think about our neutral position. So the ears are reaching away from the sit bones, and the sit bones are reaching away from the ears. Have a peek at your knees, and ideally they should be lined up with the bones of the pelvis. Give the toes a wriggle, and we want to bring awareness to big toe, little toe, heel, and just get those feet almost lined up again, just sort of guesstimate where the feet are going. Let's think about the pelvis. So we've got the sacrum quite heavy, that's the heavy bit at the back of the bottom here. But just above the sacrum, we've got that little bit of lumbar arch. So it's a feeling of having like a cup of water or something on the pelvis and keeping that level. Let's think about the rib cage now. So bring your awareness to your ribs. Just take a sigh. Let the ribs go down. Breathe wide and take another sigh. So I want you to bring your awareness to your breastbone, and we're just feeling this whole rib cage breastbone area quite soft and heavy. Now getting that feeling of length as you lengthen your pubic bone away from your breastbone, not arching, but just feeling of space. Keep the pelvis in this level position with the lumbar arch, and now keeping that feeling of space, take a sigh or an out breath and sink the ribs in and down, and you should start to feel this wrapping connection around the center of the body. So when we're doing our core connection work and our arms moving, it's really important that you keep this rib cage connection. Let's go. Reach the weights to the ceiling for me. And we're just going to do a little bit of a chest opener. Inhale, take the arms lovely and wide. Exhale, bring it back. 3 more. 2. 1. Little bit of a scissor start here. So scissor one arm, the one way, one arm the other way. This is an exhale. Big breath in. And again, sink those ribs, exhaling, reach. And we want to avoid the ribs arching or lifting as you take those arms away from you. Just 2 more, just a little stretch gently through the shoulders. Bring it back, let's have another one. Lovely. So I want you to bend those elbows in. We're just going to do a little fly stretch here. So I've got my elbows about 90 degrees, weights just above my head. I'm just going to open out to the sides, take a little stretch in the chest, and then bring it back in again. And just a few more here. So big breath in or out, just as long as you're breathing, it's good. Bring it back. I'm going to do an inhale to open and an exhale to close. 2 more, big breath in, big breath out. We're going to do 1 more big breath in here and bring it back. Good. Now, just what I want you to do is we're going to take the elbows up to the sky, and we're going to take the hands behind the head. We're just going to do like a little triceps press. So reaching up with our exhale and then bending in and back. So the elbows are pointing right up. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, bring it back. Let's do 1 more. Reach it up. Bring it back. Now we're going to add some abdominal work here. So I want you to keep your pelvis level and neutral, but we are going to be sliding these ribs down. So here we go. With your exhale, we're going to reach and then we're going to flex. Over we go, and inhale all the way back down. And exhale, reaching up. And inhale, we're going to take that right back down. And again, exhale, reach it up. Bring it down. It's looking good, everybody. Keep that flow going. Lovely big exhales. We're going to keep the pelvis neutral. This is the easy bit. We are doing a little bit more work in a minute. So if we get to the bits that are a bit more tricky, I want you guys just to come back to this movement as we exhale over and inhale back down. And just do a little bit more tummy here on your own while we're doing some tricky stuff. Good, last one. Exhale over and back down. Now we're going to add a leg lift. So we lift, lower, and lift, lower it down, reach it up, down. Now if at some point your neck's starting to get sore, you can ditch the weights, lace your fingers and just put the hands behind your head. We've just got 2 more of these last 2. Exhale, up we go. Bring it right back down. Last one. Now I'm going to leave that leg there. Lift the other leg up. Inhale, lower. Lower. Exhale, return to the mat. Inhale, little prepare. Nod the chin. Exhale, over we go. Long exhale, lift, lift. Inhale, lower, lower. Exhale, take it back to the mat. Gently exhaling over and lift the legs one at a time. Inhale to lower them down and then gently take it back to the mat. So we're going to flex over, we're going to stay lifted now. Exhale, up we go, lift, lift. We're going to inhale, take the body back to the mat, but now the legs are up. And exhale over for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay here. We're going to reach those legs out. Bring them in, roll it down. So we exhale over and reach. Inhale in and down. Exhale over and reach. Inhale in and down. 1 more. Exhale over and reach. Inhale in and down. So we're going to try and bring that up into your teaser now. So for those of you who want to have a go, we're going to lift, reach, roll. Take the arms up towards the toes, big breath in, and then bend it in and control that return back down. Inhale here, we're going to exhale, long reach. Inhale, lift, and a nice exhale to roll it back down. Again, just 2 more. Lengthen and exhale, lift through for me. Inhale, we reach up. Bend those elbows, bring it right back down. Last one. Reach, lovely big exhale. Articulate through that spine, really drawing those abs in. Big stretch up for me as you inhale, and we're controlling that down with the exhale. Just leave the weights on the floor, give the knees a little hug. Well done, everybody. You're still with me? We're all doing okay? Hi, everyone. Good. Now, next little bit here is just working into a little bit more tummy before we go towards the bottom. So I'm going to show you the easy one, and then for those of you who want to challenge yourself, you can do a little bit more. So we're going to take the legs up to our tabletop position. We're really wrapping those abs in around and just holding it here. So I want you to gently bring it forwards and over. So we're in this long leg position now. You can stay here, that's absolutely fine. If you want to go long leg, or if you want to have a leg down, we're going to do 6 counts. So you can do 3 here. 1, 2, 3. We can swap legs, stay lifted. 1, 2, 3. Inhale to hold and exhale to roll down. So for those of you, we're going to do this again. For those of you who want to do the harder one, you take both legs up. For those of you who want to do the easier one, you keep one leg down. So legs at tabletop if you want to. Exhale, flexing forwards, and we come into our long position here. And we're going to go 6, 5, 4, switch legs, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hold it, and exhale back down. So for those of you who want to go another stage further, we flex up a little bit more. So we inhale to nod the chin. We exhale, reach forwards, and we're in our teaser position now. 6 little bicep curls. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach, and exhale to control that back down. We've got 1 more set if you can. If you've had enough, give your knees a little hug. Up we go. Inhale to nod the chin. Exhale, reaching forwards. Inhale here, little biceps curls. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach, and exhaling back down. Give those knees another hug. Roll it around one way. Roll it around the other way. Okay, feet go to the floor. We're going to do some bridging. So first of all, let's just think about that neutral again. Equal weight across the bum, a little bit of lumbar arch, nice heavy rib cage. And first of all, just keep the weights down by your sides. I'm going to roll through just to get a little bit of articulation again. Give yourself a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to peel and roll through the spine, pushing firmly into the feet, rolling the pubic bone to the chest. Keep the breastbone really heavy for me. So as you roll up, we're going to go not too high at all, but just really lifting the hips, but keeping the chest heavy and soft. Stay here to breathe in. And exhale, feel like you're reaching your knees towards your toes as you roll back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Exhale to roll up. Hold it here. And we're going to melt it down. Good work. One more. Big breath in for me. Exhale. Let's go rolling up, pushing firmly into the feet. Hold it here. Take a big breath in. And rolling it back down. So we're going to be hinging up and using some arms. So we do need a little bit of coordination. You probably noticed that as we go through. And I want you just now to hinge up as you exhale. I'm going to do a little biceps curl, so it looks like this. Inhale down. Yeah, let's try that a couple more times. So we're going to go up for 4 and back. 3 and back. 2 and back. And 1, I'm going to hold it here. Let's add some pulses. Use your bottom, push firmly into your feet, really working those glutes. 3, 2, 1, and back down. So now what we're going to do is go up and stay up. Come up with me. So we hinge up, bend those elbows in. Now stretch your arms out. We're going to lift the leg up. We're going to do a little bend and stretch. We're working super hard into those glutes now. Pushing hard into the bottom. I want you to exhale, reach. Inhale, pull in. 3 more. Pull it in. 2. Pull it in. 1. Reach. Pull it in. Take the leg down. Hinge the hips down. Let's do that on the other side. So we go up. Lift the leg. Now big exhale, reaching arms, reaching legs. 4. Hips up, glutes working really hard. You're pushing really hard into that other foot. 1 more. Bring it in. Leg down. Bring it down. So we're going to do 1 more set each side. Here we go. No break. Up we go. Lift. Up. Reach and 4. 3. 2. 1. In. Down, changing this time, no break. 4, 3, 2, 1, in and down. Well done everybody. Just let those weights go down. We're going to allow the knees to windmill side to side. And take a couple of breaths. And now we're rolling onto the side. Come up for me. We're going to do a little bit of side leg work. So again, we just need 1 weight. And we're into a little bit of our side plank. So if you need more support for your arm, go ahead and grab a cushion. Okay, put the cushion under your arm. And we want to get with this side plank, this feeling of lifting the ribs up against gravity. So really drawing in from this rib cage and reaching the ears away from you. So it's quite a firm press into this hand. And you can do a fist if you want, or a flat hand. So I've got my knees together and they're about 90 degrees. We're going to start off with a clam, holding onto your weight, lengthen through the spine, and we're going to let the arm rest onto the side of the body here. So we're going to do a little bit of rotator cuff as well as your glutes. So as we lift, we're just rotating that arm up to the ceiling, my elbows pinned into my side, just lifting, rotating with an exhale. Keep these ribs lifted and reaching through the ears. 3 more. 2, 1. We're going to hold it there. Let's add pulses. 6, 5, 4. Little out breaths. Bring it down. Okay, so we're going to do a little leg stretch. I want you to reach your top leg away. I want to reach the top arm forwards. So we're going to do a little bit of rotation. Keep the lift into the armpits if you can. Take an exhale. As you inhale, circle the arm up, the leg kicks forwards, and we just do a small range of motion, we don't go all the way back. And then bring it forwards with an exhale. Just allowing the breastbone to gently rotate towards the mat. Now as you inhale, allow the breastbone to gently rotate towards the ceiling, not too far, the leg kicks forwards. And exhale, we reach and lengthen. So a little bit of open rotation here, and bringing it back. Just 3 more. Inhale for me, open up. Exhale, bring it back. Big breath in, open that up. Exhale, bring it back, and I've still got my armpit muscles working super hard. Good. And in. Now this goes down, and this top leg, as we're going to do some left leg lifts. Readjust the rib cage because it will tend to sink down as we're moving, so we're really connecting in. I'm going to lift up, lifting the arm, lifting the leg for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Take the hand to the thigh now. We're still in our lift, working super hard with this plank. Just going to adjust my bottom leg, so I'm going to get a little bit more support and making sure that my top foot, the foot is flexed, toes towards me, and I'm in a really long line because I'm going to push up into my side plank now. So we're getting support from the hip and the foot. Up we go. 4, 3. Keep reaching the ears away from the sit bones. 2. Now really holding up for me. Last 1. We're going to hold it here, lifting that leg up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg level with your bottom, and we're doing little circles. Other way. Inhale, reach. Lower it down. Well done. Take a breather. We're going to do that all on the other side. So bring yourself around. Stretch the legs away. And it's kind of important that we're in this good position here. So we've got the knees at about 90 degrees. Knees and ankles are together. And I'm creating this long line, and again, really connecting into my rib cage and my armpits. So I can feel those armpit muscles quite turned on. Elbows tucked into the side here. And I'm going to just hold the weight in my hand. I'm going to keep the elbow on my side. Take a breath in. We're going to rotate at the hip socket and the shoulder to get a little bit of external rotation at both the hip and the shoulder girdle. I want you to keep the spine really long and avoid that temptation to rotate. 3 more here. 3, 2, 1. Great work. So now we're just going to reach that leg long. I want you to reach the arm long. Inhale to hold it. Exhale, we lift the leg up and reach with your breath. Now inhale, circle the arm, reach the breastbone towards the ceiling slightly as you kick forwards. Exhale, we rotate the breastbone ever so slightly to the mat as you kick back. Inhale, open. And exhale. Good job. And again, big breath in here. Big breath out, reach. Inhale, open a little bit. Exhale, lengthen forwards. 3 more, big breath in. Big breath out. So my leg's not going too crazy here. I'm keeping my leg about hip height. 1 more. And back. Great work. So bring the arm forwards, and again, just readjust this ribs. And we're going to lift up here. What I want you to do is we're doing 6 lifts. Up we go. 6. Keep the rib cage connected. 5. Keep reaching through your ears. 4. Use your breath to help you connect. 3, 2, 1. Place the hand onto the thigh. Readjust if you need to. I'm just going to move onto my mat a little bit here so that I won't slip. And we're going to do our side planks. Ready? Breathing in, and up we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Ready? Up we go. 4. Lift that leg. 3. Keep reaching for me. Long spine. 2. Big out breaths. 1. Hold it. 3 little circles forwards. And back. Hold. And down we go. Well done. Gorgeous. Now, we're just going to roll that out with a little bit of rolling like a ball before we do the next bit. So just rolling it out for me. Scoot forwards. Hold the weights onto the thighs, the knees. Scoop the abs in, so we've got this big scoop through the tummy. We're going to drop the chin down slightly. Little bit of an exhale, find your balance. Inhale, just a little rock back to the middle, and exhale, we push into the thighs and come back up. And a big breath in, and a big breath out. In, and out. Now, if you love rolling, I love rolling. Rolling's fab. If you want to challenge yourself, take the hands away from the thighs. Big breath in, big breath out. We can add a biceps curl. Inhale, reach it out. Breathing in, biceps curl. Reach it out. We can add a little pec fly. We can open it up Bring it in. Open it up. Bring it in. One more. Now, if you want to, you can really open those arms up, lift and stretch forwards. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Great. Oh, I do love rolling. Okay, we're going to come onto hands and knees. And we're just doing a little bit more spinal work and kind of whole body actually, so everything's working here. I want you to get that feeling of centering the weight. So when we do opposite arm, opposite leg lifts, quite often the weight shifts. So I'm sure you've heard this before from your Pilates teacher or a yoga teacher or whoever. Think of those glasses of Prosecco, G&T, cup of tea, glass of water. And we're thinking of 4 glasses, one on each shoulder, one on each butt cheek. And we want to keep those glasses steady and neutral. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to ditch one of my weights so I can put one hand firmly onto the mat and the weight's in the other hand. And we're just going to do a little gentle stretch. And our focus is on really wrapping the rib cage in around you as you exhale. So just before we start, let's take an arm and a leg out ready. So not too far, and I'm not going crazy, like I'm not overreaching. Bring the arm and leg back in and we're really squaring off the body here. As you exhale, we're just going to float it up small to start. Bring it down. Big exhale. Bring it down. Now, if you want to do a little bit more, you can, but you don't want to tip over those glasses of drink. Ready? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can hold and pulse if you can, otherwise take a break. 3, 2, 1, and down. Mini break. We're going to switch the weight to the other hand. Find your stable position. Give yourself a moment. It's really important to find this wrapping around the rib cage, all the way up and under the sternum, right down to the pubic symphysis. So connect into the armpits and widen your collarbones. So we're going to take the arm and leg out, ready, and again avoid that temptation of overreaching. Lift and hold, breathing in to stay. Little lift as we exhale. Bring it down. Little lift. Bring it down. Now you can stay here or you can go further. Ready? Up we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, breathe in. We're pulsing, exhaling. And down. Take a breather, wrap the abs in around you for support and gently take the weight back. Let's have 2 breaths here. And again. Good. So we're back onto a little bit of side work. So as always, I want to give you an easy option so you can just hang out and do the easy option, or you can take it to whatever level you want to. So just taking the legs to this side. If your hips don't do that, I would suggest putting a nice big fluffy cushion under your bottom and maybe just taking the legs a little bit more to where into a position they feel comfortable, or just having the legs out in front of you. So here we are. We're just going to have this little side position, and this is your gentle one. Big breath in. Big breath out. So what I want you to feel like doing is, rather than just flexing over, we're lengthening through from the bottom to the ears and creating space through the waistline with your in-breath. Feel the ribs open up. We're just going to do that one more time. Breathing in, opening up the rib cage. Here's the next bit. If you would like to challenge yourself a little bit more, I'm going to take my bottom knee at 90 degrees. My top leg is in front of my bottom leg. Both feet are stuck together. I'm going to come up with the weight. Be aware that the weight will pull over your head as we go over, so stabilize into your shoulder girdle. Inhaling to press into your hand and your knee, and we take this gentle stretch, reaching your waistline up to the ceiling. Back down. 2 more. Over we go. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing it back. Lots of control for me. Really smooth. Lots of breathing. Inhaling. And exhaling. So for those of you who want to do the whole thing, let's take that a little bit more. So you can move the hands and the feet out a little bit. Make sure that the hands, the feet and the bottom are all in the same alignment, and we're ready to go. So we're going to come all the way up and over, bringing the legs together and lifting the hips right off the mat. Exhale to prepare. Inhale. all the way over. Exhale, controlling it back. And again, inhale all the way over. Now, for those of you who want to really challenge yourselves, you can do the twist with me. We come up, we go through, we come up, and we come down. Great work. All right, take that onto your other side. So we start nice and gentle. Remember, grab a pillow if you need it for your bottom, as one side might be a little bit stiffer than the other side. The weight's in the other hand now. We've got this hand supporting. Just really gently, as we flex over, you're allowing this stabilizing arm to bend a little bit. Let the shoulder drop as you bend. Inhale. Big breaths, reach it back. 2. And taking it back. 3. Opening up the rib cage, bring it right back down for me. Okay, take yourself into your next position. Hand, feet, bottom, same alignment. Knees 90 degrees, feet are touching. Top foot is in front of your bottom foot. Take an exhale to prepare. We're going to inhale, press into that front knee, lengthen over. Waistline opens up and come back down. So again, this is about creating space and length. Inhaling, lengthening and opening. And exhale, we're controlling that right back down. One more, big breath in. And a big breath out. Good job. Just check the hands and the feet. We can move them slightly further apart if you want to. We're going to go for the full if you want to do that. Otherwise, just stick with the little one. Over we go for 3. Big breath in. And bring it back. So I want you to feel that your hips are reaching away from your head. Lengthening up, squeeze the thighs together as much as you can. We're going to come back down. Let's add the twist if you want to. So we inhale up. Exhale to scoop through from head to tail. Inhale, tail to head. We bring it back. And exhale, control it to the mat. Great work, everybody. Last little bit now, we've made it. So, taking the legs out in front of you, just gonna have a little shake and a wriggle. I want you to walk the hands forwards and just take a breath into the back. And then walk the hands back. So we're just doing a tiny little bit more stretching here. Go ahead and bend one knee in. Pick up your weights. This is optional with weights or without weights. And we're just gently rotating around just a little bit. Breathing in. Rotate it around just a little bit the other way. Bring it in. Now gently just take one weight down. We're taking a real gentle stretch here. Not too far, but lifting through the waistline and the ears. Bring it back down. Try it on your other side. So again, lift through the waistline. So sit bones to fingertips, creating that length. Good, so now we're just going to gently sweep forwards and take a little stretch. So put one weight down, we're going to sweep forwards, come onto your knee and just take a little stretch here. You can continue if you want to and open the chest to the ceiling. Bring it back, bring it down. Pick up the other weight, we're going to lift and we're going to do a little bit of rotation, gentle scoop over that leg, breathing in and up and taking it down. Good, let's try that on the other side. So switching legs, sit nice and tall for me, arms out wide. First of all, just a gentle rotation towards that thigh. Big breath in. Going the other way. Big breath in. Now I'm going to gently take a stretch, and it's about creating length and openness rather than trying to bend over too much. Breathe in. Bring it back. Other side as you exhale. Breathing in to bring it back. Now I'm going to sweep around and lift onto that knee. So bring it up, take an extra stretch if you want to, opening up the chest to the ceiling. Bring it back with your inhale. And then we lift the other weight, a little bit of rotation, lovely big scoop, and gently over. Lift up tall and bringing it down. And just take a breather here. Well done, everybody. You've worked really hard today with those weights. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed my little weights workout, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.